We begin this holy season of Lent, soon to be marked with ashes on our forehead, an outward sign of our faith. This time set aside this year to bring ourselves closer to Jesus, to walk with Him intentionally, to move about in our daily lives a bit differently with a sense of purpose and awareness, with a hope to follow in His footsteps. Well, kind of, almost, maybe. These footsteps of Jesus seem so large at times, too big for us to consider. The enormity of His patience, kindness, and compassion, so large. How could we possibly fill those sandals? And then follow Him through these dark days as He's betrayed, mocked, and spit on, and the final humiliation of Good Friday, watching His suffering on the cross. It could paralyze even the most faithful in their quest to follow. And so is our call this Lent, to walk on holy ground with Jesus, with each other, to share the suffering, confident that God walks with us, taking time for introspection and reflection, to step out of ourselves and into the life of Jesus. This holy ground that we tread every day, sometimes in contentment, sometimes in sadness and suffering, sometimes in betrayal, and other times at peace. This dirt under our feet, this path sometimes unknown, becomes trusted space with Jesus, who has gone before us. He has experienced this world of suffering, sadness, grieving, frustration, and betrayal. We all have walked that path of humiliation and pain at some point in our lives, and it is holy ground, shared experience with the Holy One. If we allow it, this holy walk with Jesus leads us to a deeper understanding of God's call to us, to look deep inside ourselves. From our own humility, offering forgiveness to another who has hurt us, patience to someone whose beliefs may not be the same as ours, less judgment and more understanding. It does take work, and it does take commitment. One step at a time on this holy ground through these next 6 weeks, not to be compared with our neighbor, but offered in response to God's love for us, which is always at work in our lives. Join us this Lent with Lenten prayer on Monday evenings, the Chosen series on Wednesday nights, our Lenten retreat this month, video offerings, and a Lenten playlist online, picking up one of our Lenten reflection books for daily prayer, or the outreach effort for almsgiving to our global solidarity in building houses for the poor in El Salvador. You'll find a bookmark on the gathering area table noting these and additional invitations at St. Catherine's. Of course, there are also Jesus-inspired opportunities, forgiving someone who has hurt you and taking the first step in reconciling, curbing gossip, forgiving ourselves, easing impatience, surrendering worry and trusting God, opening your heart to love and closing the door of judgment, praying for God's grace every day to touch your heart with kindness, care, and compassion for others, to show up beside Jesus this Lent, to walk this holy ground with Him and meaning it. As we move forward today in our worlds, marked with ashes, may be a sign inwardly that Jesus waits for us to walk with Him, and outwardly that our faith is solid in God's love for us as we all walk on holy ground.
We walk on holy ground with the angels all around. May God's love in us abound as we walk on holy ground. We walk on holy ground with the angels all around. May God's love in us abound as we walk on holy ground. journey through these desert sands, we long to see your face. Have mercy on us as we walk, and fill us with your grace.